Hey guys, I'm Callan.
I'm Aiden.
And welcome to Anchor Down.
Yeah, we finally got a name for the podcast. We had a poll on Instagram, and you want to let them know who won?
Harry won
Yeah.
after a while of decision making.
Yeah, we
came out on top.
The poll on Instagram had, last time I checked, like 30 or 40 votes, and he got first. Vincent Carlson was second, and Bluejacket Racket was third. So Anchor Down is the name we came up with.
Yes, finally after 3 episodes, we finally got a name.
Yeah.
That's nice.
How was your weekend? How did prom go?
Prom was fine. Took some pictures.
Yeah.
And then showed up at the memorial building. Ate some food.
Yeah. The food was good with the pasta and the chicken and the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dance a lot or no?
Yeah, me and you actually danced a ton.
Yeah.
They were playing some good music. Just had to tee up for it one time.
Yeah, and William Stenson and Caroline Rue actually won Prom King and Queen.
They did.
So yeah, that was kind of cool that they had that, and we were able to have us all vote for that. They counted those really quick, so that was good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people voted for Chooch.
Yeah, but I
Surprisingly
voted for
win, you know
Chooch,
what I'm
but yeah, William and Caroline won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple guests on the show today that we'll bring on in a little bit, Mason Brown and Parker Mackey. This weekend I know we went to the softball game.
Yeah, right before prom.
They played Marshall before prom and they won. And we went to the wood bat tourney also.
Yeah, we did. What was it? We went to the last game of Friday night.
Yeah, it was at 11:30.
Lasted. I heard it lasted pretty a long time, but we left third inning.
Yeah,
so.
because it was already 11:15, 11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trackspin. I think they had a good meet yesterday in Grand Rapids. Mari's been doing really well, so
Yes, he has.
yeah, he's been. And I saw a few videos yesterday of him getting first in a couple different races, so that's pretty cool. And I know sections are coming up, so hopefully they can get prepared for those.
Hopefully to see Mari at state.
Yeah,
Nice to
yeah.
watch.
Hopefully, yeah, we can go watch some teams at state.
Yes.
Yeah, what else is new? Anything?
No, not really. Kind of homework and everything.
Homework?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of homework you doing?
I got an English presentation to do.
What's the presentation on?
Pick a topic from the 1920s because we just read The Great Gatsby actually.
Oh yeah, did you like the book?
Yeah, read every word. I read every word, every chapter. It's a good book.
I hope you read every word. Yeah. Is that like a final project or just a project? Yeah.
It's a final project. It looks like.
Yeah, and I know with semester finals coming up, you gotta start getting prepared for those.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a math one, but we don't. He doesn't really know how he wants to do it, so we don't know if we're having one or not. So.
Yeah. Would you have to go into school for that, or distance learn? Take it distance learning.
Well, the last semester final, I took it home, so I don't know if he would have the same way. So I don't know.
Yeah, and back to prom, we wanted to thank the chaperones, Miss Sikora, Miss Lindstrom, Mr. Please, Mrs. Lang, Mrs. Warner, Mrs. Ruzich.
Yes, and anyone who.
Yeah, anybody that I think Nick Furlong was there helping too, and anybody, and him and his girlfriend, and anybody that was there helping with the food and the setup and the takedown. It was nice to have something like that. So just wanted to mention that because we forgot to thank them.
Good to have a prom because last year there was none. So.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to go next year, but it was nice to have last year. But it's nice to have one this year. With prom, that's kind of leading into the next topic of things kind of getting back to normal. Obviously, we don't have any masks on today. It's because of the mask mandate ending, but hopefully things are continuing to trend in the direction of normalcy.
Hopefully everybody gets their vaccines like me. I got to get on that soon, so.
Yeah, well, that's obviously anybody's choice, but as as we get more into the summer, hopefully things continue to open up. I know we're having the street dance. That's another sense of normalcy because we didn't have that last year.
The fair.
Yeah, the fair too. There wasn't a fair last year, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and the State Fair and Valley Fair. Hopefully, we can get down to that. Have you ever been to the State Fair and Valley Fair?
Yeah, I have. I remember one time for safety patrol. Actually, they took me. Why are you laughing? I was just trying to keep the students safe, you know.
Yeah.
Good
so
guy.
like at the Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they took us there. Yeah, that's the only reason I did it. I heard about the Valley Fair trip, so I hopped on the opportunity.
Was that like 6th grade, 5th grade, or
6th grade?
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't you? I remember that now. Didn't you guys like get to take a charter bus down there and ride?
Yeah, it was
with
nice.
the fellow safety patrolmen.
Yeah, me and Vincent actually.
Vincent?
Vincent Carlson.
Yeah. Did you go on any cool rides?
I don't know. It was so long ago. I remember I went on one roller coaster, but I was scared. So, come on. You never been scared?
Yeah, I don't really like roller coasters, but why'd you go on it if you're gonna be scared?
Because they just convinced me, so I just decided to
peer pressure
live
at its
life.
finest.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of summer, a lot of sports this summer. Champions League final is next week. Manchester City versus Chelsea.
Yeah, who do you want to win?
I'm going to say Chelsea just because of Christian Pulisic. But, okay, come on. Why are you staring at me?
Well, why do you like Christian Pulisic?
Because he's American, and no matter who wins, there's going to be at least one American to win it for the first time. So
who's the American on Manchester City?
Zach Steffen. He's a goalkeeper.
Nice.
But, yeah, it might.
You got a favorite player on any of those besides? So you have Pulisic on Chelsea, or not? Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah.
How about Man City? Who's your favorite player?
Phil Foden.
Yeah. Where's he from?
England.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Is he on their national team, or England's national team, or no?
Yeah, I think he actually just got a call up to the Euros. So.
Yeah. Those are starting up.
Mm-hmm.
With professional sports, the Loons won 2 games, so they're 2-4.
Yeah.
2-4 now.
Kind of a shame because if they lost those, it would have been 0-6.
Yeah.
4 games away from Harry going bald. So.
Yeah. But hopefully they can continue to win and get that record up. The Wild, they're in the playoffs. Series 1-1. Does that sound right? They lost last night. I know that much. But hopefully they can get some wins and get further in the playoffs.
NBA playing games.
Yeah.
There was some last night.
Yeah. Did you watch any of them last night or no?
No, I didn't.
No.
Just heard about it. Saw it all over Instagram.
Are you watching any of them tonight?
Probably not.
No. You don't like the Lakers and the Warriors? LeBron versus Steph?
No, because if LeBron loses, he's gonna cry about it for the rest of his career. So I don't really want to see that.
Well, if they lose, they're not out. They actually have one more game to get in.
Yeah, but it was LeBron's idea. So if he kind of loses,
it wasn't LeBron. LeBron did.
He wants it. So
okay. So when they win tonight and win everything, he's not gonna be mad.
We'll see. The Knicks will stop him. They could go all the way, but it's the Knicks.
Who do you want to win the finals?
Hornets.
They lost last night.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. They could go all the way, right?
No.
What you said?
They lost the 9 and 10 games, so they're done.
Oh, poor Hornets. My bad. I didn't really know it worked.
Yeah, so with the 7 and 8 game, the winner gets the 7th seed of that game, and the loser plays the winner of the 9 and 10 game.
Anybody but the Lakers.
Why?
So they're gonna go back to back.
Okay. Are the Raptors in the playoffs this year?
No.
Think we should bring our 2 guests on today for the middle part of our show?
I mean, I think we should.
Yeah.
Let's
welcome Mason Brown and Parker Mackey. Welcome back to Anchor Down.
Wow.
Help us welcome our very first guest to the show. We got...
I'm Parker Mackey. I'm Mason Brown.
Yep, and thank you guys for coming on today. Like we said, our very first guest. But,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks. Happy to be here.
Very first guest in history books. There it is.
Callie, you got. I'll let you start with questions.
So, obviously, you guys all grew up playing, basketball together. basketball stars. How was, just the whole ride together for each of you guys?
You want to start, and then we can just go.
No, you two. You got it.
It's all us.
Yeah, you can go.
I can start. Well, it was a great journey. A little ups and downs, but we got through. We got to state, and that was probably our number one goal as a team. Even though I kind of came in late as a seventh grader, technically came in end of seventh grade. These guys really welcoming, and I just fit right away.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. It's kind of, we grew up together the entire time, and that was always kind of our goal, and we always talked about that. And then heard some big, at the time he was like 6'5" kid from Bemidji was coming in. That was kind of wild. And then I don't know, this whole team, we've always had that crazy team chemistry. And then this year got to where we wanted to be, and
yeah. And obviously, like us three know, and Cal knows with soccer, but what would you say, like COVID-wise, how did it affect? Obviously, we still got through protocols and everything and got to state, but how would you say it affected you guys most with this season?
It was a struggle at times, just with some of the traditions from like the last years, or just like team trip we didn't get, or like eating out, all those other side things, and sometimes showering. That was a little bit of a hassle, but but
like having a shower or not showering?
I don't know.
How about you, Mace? What would you say it affected?
There's a big mental side of it, I would say. Like, obviously last year with how we ended, and then this year not even knowing if we were going to have a season, and then not knowing if we were going to get to have fans, and then with the max, it was just a huge mental kind of block to the game. And then, like he said, not having the team trip and not having overnighters, and then especially the state tournament where it wasn't the same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, like you said, the mental side of it was definitely something, like being at home, usually with just our families and by yourself. And when we did get to see each other, it was great when we finally started. And with how we ended not this year, but last year, and wanting like to get back right at it right away. Yeah, not having fans also hurt, but you were able to come watch announcing. What did you think about it from afar?
I think it was a sick experience to see all you guys have fun out there. I thought that was the coolest thing to achieve. I'm going to stay for the first time in like 30 years. All you guys do together, I thought, that really touched my heart. See how you guys come together, that was nice.
It was definitely great to do with the group that we grew up with, and it felt like you grew up with us, even though it was 7th grade. Are you guys in any other sports?
Currently, no.
No?
Just basketball.
I'm playing baseball right now, and it's going all right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's been a normal season with not having to wear masks and just being able to go play.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a huge difference from going from basketball to this. But I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. When do you guys start sections? Do you know?
I think end of May.
Okay.
So
coming up pretty soon. For sports-wise, who would you say was your biggest role model growing up?
Like that I knew, or
and either or, like new or famous person, like you looked up to, saying you wanted to be them.
Probably when I was little, probably Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
My dad was a big fan of him, so I was forced to watch. Not forced. Well, I had to watch a lot of Michael Jordan tape.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, and I definitely looked up to him.
Yeah. So with that, growing up at Bemidji, was there any certain high school player you kind of looked up to? Or no?
No, we didn't really get to know the high school players too much. That was kind of separated.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
For me, I don't know if I ever had like a certain like famous player that I looked up to, but like with us and the whole HHS program, being able to like grow up and getting to see and be around, just because with our dads being coaches and stuff, getting to be around those high school players as much as we did, I think I took something from each of those guys.
Yeah.
So, and I still like those memories I made getting to see those dudes grow up. So
for sure, going to all their games and being at Hot Shots. Yeah. I'll let you take the next question.
So, how did you guys get into basketball? Like when you guys first pick up the ball?
Well, one day I was with my sisters and I watched High School Musical. I saw Zac Efron and I was like,
Does that actually happen?
that's what I want to do. I don't know, but that's my story.
I don't know, honestly. I have a little picture of me with a basketball hoop when I was like 2.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's always been in the family. He's always been coaching around it. So, grew up with you. There's videos of us in the gym when we were super, super young. So,
yeah, definitely.
it's kind of just always been there.
Yeah, having that, as us two do, having that dad as a coach and just being around definitely helps with the love of the game. Yeah, so High School Musical.
That's wild.
Yeah, what else you got?
So I got another question. Did you guys, was there ever a point, because I'm not going to cap, there was a time in soccer, like I just fell out of love with it for a while. Was there ever like a rough time or whatever where you guys just like didn't know if you want to keep going, or it was like you always wanted to do it, like no matter what?
I think junior year was a little rough patch for me. I got injured a couple times. I didn't want to quit basketball, but I definitely just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
But then this year, I was just super motivated to get the state. Like
Beast.
every practice and game, it was like I definitely wanted to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I always loved it growing up, and then kind of my like freshman year, that freshman summer, I kind of took it to the next level and realized like that's what I wanted to do in college. So I don't know. I've never kind of had that lack of just not love for the game.
Yeah, and I think with injuries, like you said, that can be something that kind of like makes it tough, especially when you have to keep getting over one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys seniors, and what are your future plans after graduation in the beginning of June?
I'm going to
You
be
can start.
attending Bluejacket State.
Yeah.
I'm going to plan on studying business and administration over there and go play basketball for the Beavers over there.
Yeah. And going back to home too, which is
Yeah.
you excited to be back home?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
A lot has changed since I've lived over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bay College in Escanaba, Michigan to play basketball and then maybe baseball, not sure yet,
Yeah.
but main focus is basketball, and then I'm going to be studying business. But yeah, just going there for that, and then it's a junior college, so I'll be there for 1 or 2 years, and then hopefully be able to transfer out to a higher level college after that.
So with that, so you said 1 or 2 years. Can you decide to leave like after that?
Yeah,
one?
if you get an offer or you just aren't, you can leave after a year and go somewhere else.
Okay, so it just depends on how it goes. Yeah, and you said you might play baseball too. I didn't. That's cool. Then.
So I talked to the basketball coach and kind of asked him about it, just because I know how long those seasons are, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to work out. But we're going to see if we can maybe work it out.
Okay,
But,
that's cool though. Yeah, and you guys both somewhat know your major, so that's good too. Yeah.
So, do you guys ever think you're gonna come back to live in Hibbing, or is it like something new after college?
Go ahead.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about going into the appraisal business, actually, and in order to kind of get into it, you have to have a certain number of hours, like working for somebody, and I might come back to town just to do that and then see where that takes me, but I don't know. I never know. I love Hibbing, and I always have, so, but...
I don't really plan on it. My parents, once I graduate, are going to be gone in the cities, so they'll be down there, and I woun't be upset if I end up here again, just wherever life takes me.
Yeah, it's definitely cool that you guys are getting out of town. Obviously, it's you going back home and you going to a new state and a new town that's really cool with Escanaba, but definitely with college, that's got to be cool. What with you guys leaving and graduating, what would you say is your best memory, not sports-wise, but like school-wise or like school-related wise, in your tenure here?
It's a brief one for you.
What?
You know what I mean?
My best memory was sophomore year in Mrs. Warner's class when we were dissecting those sharks. And we found
a shark.
We found a shark within a shark, and we found a fish within that shark.
Really?
It was very
like
wild.
a triple dissection.
Yeah. So did you dissect all of them then, or did you just?
We dissect just the first two, and then
The
that
last
fish
one
was too small.
It was too small. We
Okay.
couldn't do it. But for me, I don't really know. Kind of just all the memories together that
Yeah.
I've made. I wouldn't kind of put one higher than anything else, but just the whole grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Not shark cutting.
It was cool, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. You make memories that last lifetime. With HHS, who would you say is your favorite teacher that you've had? So let's start with. Okay, so this one more pertains to Mason. Who was your favorite teacher in elementary school, like K through 6?
Mr. Huddleston.
Huddleston. Yeah.
The mustache and just his whole demeanor was pretty solid.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So he was definitely my favorite for elementary. And then high school.
High school. Yeah.
It's a really hard one. I love Harvey. I love my dad who was
Yeah.
teaching. But there's just so many of them. I wouldn't put any of them above the
Yeah,
rest.
because there's definitely with like 6 or 7 a year, you definitely have many different ones. How about you for high school?
Well, for elementary school, Mrs. Hingle, if you're watching this, you're my favorite.
That was your Bemidji elementary school
the
teacher?
Catholic school, St. Philip's over there, Mrs. Hingle. For high school, I could agree with Mason. There's a lot of good teachers over there that I can't really separate from one another.
Gotta give a shout out to Ms. Warner though.
Mrs. Warner, she's definitely top 3.
She really cares about her students.
Yeah,
And
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. The end of the year. So, with the end, I'll let you lead up to the end of the year question.
Well, I actually have another question.
Okay. Yeah. Go to that question then.
So, obviously, this year is different than like all the other years. I mean, a little bit like the end of last year too. Did you guys' hobbies change at all, like outside of school and basketball?
You okay if I start with this one?
Go ahead.
For me, yeah, I would say it was weird because when everything ended last year, I definitely got lazy just because with everything not being open, there wasn't anything else to do. And then kind of realized, like, hey, getting a little overweight, got to get back in the gym. So it was kind of a boost of motivation. And then being able to hang out with my friends again for that first time, it was like kind of another like huge boost of motivation.
Yeah.
Like it kind of made you appreciate the things you have.
Yeah.
So
especially with going that long without hanging out with friends or seeing people or going to school, it made you
definitely.
appreciate stuff. How about you? I know you're in that shoe selling. Both of you are doing that shoe. Are you still doing that a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Depends. Sneakers is kind of busted.
Just the
Depends on
sneaker
if you get
joint.
anything.
Yeah.
But some hobbies I picked up was definitely weightlifting. I got really into that. We got a bench in our basement, and I got really into that. And then a lot of video games over quarantine and all that.
What would you say you guys what video game did you play most?
We played Fortnite a lot during the basketball
Warzone.
season.
Fortnite.
It was
Fortnite was pretty sweet.
It was school basketball then Fortnite. It
Yeah.
was just a cycle.
But
Yeah.
It's pretty much what we had.
yeah.
School and then just Warzone or something. Search and destroy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You got more questions that you can think of? I got some, but you can go.
No, you can go. I
Okay,
got it.
so I know you're in choir. Are you excited for the choir concert coming up?
I am. I'm not a big dancer, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how things go.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really cool. It's
Do you know if there's certain tickets or like you have to have?
it depends because I know with like the rules and everything opening up again. I'm not sure. I think we had a max of 4,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna work. I hope it's open to more people though,
Yeah.
because it'd be cool to have a lot of people there. But
And, any extracurricular you're getting ready for, or no? You're not in choir in a band.
I'm a free agent right now.
Free agent. Yeah.
We're working out Lowe's.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I
big
didn't
Lowe's
know
guy,
that.
big
I've
Lowe's
been there.
guy now.
Yeah. Speaking, I forgot we were gonna ask about jobs. What jobs did you guys have in high school?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The Super One
We
tenured together.
We started off at Super One. Worked there for 2 summers, bagging groceries. That was quite a grind.
Yeah.
I did that. I picked that up last summer after the whole COVID thing, and then wasn't my cup of tea. And then moved to Herberts and Gerberts making sandwiches. That was pretty cool. And then once basketball started, had to quit that. And now I'm working for an appraisal company.
Okay.
So doing
That's
some
cool.
like crunching numbers and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool that you get the opportunity to get a taste of the appraisal stuff. And what do you do at Lowe's? You said you work.
I'm a cashier at Lowe's now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
working there for about
Work with any
2 weeks.
like close friends or just?
Not really that close, but I know a lot of
Yeah,
people
okay.
over there.
Yeah. When did you get that job? After basketball?
Yeah, I think after like a week or two after basketball.
Okay. I know Callan's
Where
starting
you
to
at?
work at Rudy's soon or something.
Really?
He said that like a month
Hopefully,
ago.
hopefully.
I have to order some subs. My house is like a couple steps away.
Walk them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a question yet? You've been thinking of a question?
So obviously we got about, what is it, a week and some days? No, like 2 weeks. Not even left of
they get
school.
older.
Through something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So for any finals coming up?
I actually don't think I have any. Might have one for English, but that's about it. How about you?
I might have some, but it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, it's different at the end of the year. It's motivation is lacking, definitely. But
Especially as a senior.
yeah, it's especially with this year and as a senior, it's different.
And you're already in college and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
point? We gotta get through it.
Are you both distance learning or?
I'm back at school
Okay.
with my few classes, and I got a bunch of work-based learning stuff going on. But you're still distance, right?
Yeah, I'm distance, and I can get more hours into work during the week with that.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
You.
Rookie of the
with
year?
the NBA
Oh.
season, yeah, you can.
All right, so obviously NBA coming to an end pretty soon. They're going to be announcing a lot of awards. Rookie of the year, who you guys got? I got LaMelo Ball. He's the best ball brother. He's been going crazy. So, who you guys got?
I got Edwards, obviously, especially with him being from Minnesota and playing for Minnesota. Like, it's like, you know, we don't get to say that too often that we got an actual decent player in Minnesota.
Oh, we got plenty of rookie of the years. It's not good ones. I gotta agree with Mason. I'm going with Edwards. I think LaMelo is a little overhyped.
And that last performance was pretty rough.
Yeah. And Edwards is just putting up better numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I think, I'd go with Ant. I'd mention another rookie, Trey Jones. He's been starting for the Spurs. They start their playoff today. So, yeah, I think definitely Anthony Edwards because LaMelo Ball is he's just kind of flashy. He's not very good.
Still a good player. Just
No,
overhyped.
if he didn't break his wrist or whatever, his numbers would have been way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully Ant can add another award to the trophy
pretty
case.
sweet. Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Just to ask a couple mentioned things, we wanted to congratulate Palmer's for getting awarded the Business of the Year from the Chamber, and we congratulate some of the kids, like you two are in it for National Honor Society. The induction was the other day, and yeah, it was a good induction. But thank you guys for coming on the show and being our very first guest and our very first good guest.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank
Honored
you.
to be here.
Yeah, tune in next week. Glad we got our name in. Thanks again for coming. Thanks for tuning in to Anchored Down.
Yes.
Hibbing Public Access Television would like to thank U.S. Bank for providing us with studio space.